So yeah, first of all, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm all right. What about you?
I'm also well, absolutely fit and fine. So how's your day going on?
It's been a busy day, work and doing these sessions. It's been a busy day.
Okay, okay. Even though I know about you, but would you like to introduce yourself for my viewers, for my family?
Sure, why not? Well, my name is Roshan and I'm from Bihar. I recently graduated with English honors, and to pay my bills, I work in a school. I love playing cricket, watching movies, and reading. I have also created a YouTube channel where I talk about books, movies, and I'm doing this kind of conversational videos. So this is from my side.
Yeah, that's great. That's super. So maybe you are a voracious reader. I have already watched your videos
Uh,
on the channel.
Yeah, I try to replace my media consumptions with reading, trying to improve my attention span so that I can focus on different things, right?
Yeah. Here I want to ask you one question regarding your channel. I love your
Let's go
channel
on.
name. Who suggested that?
Roshan Escapes, the name.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
It suits the kind of person I am. It was my idea, nobody suggested it, but I'm a kind of person who likes to stay in his own world. I don't like to hang out with people a lot. I won't say I'm an introvert, but I like to stay in the world of stories. I watch movies, I read books, any
Okay.
kind of stories. I like to engage with that, be it manga, anime. So that's the reason I chose the word escapes. You know, I'm trying to entertain myself. Along with that, I'm just forgetting about all the stuff which is going in my life. All my
No.
responsibilities. Kind of a lazy person, right?
My God, you're a lazy person. Why
Of
you
course, I
think that
am.
you're a lazy person? What is the reason?
Well, I try to stay in my comfort zone all the time. That's one of the reason, and I read things just to entertain myself. There is no intellectual things related to it. If I find something entertaining, only then I read it. And yeah, sometimes I do challenge myself with difficult books, but it is always about reading something which makes me feel good or
Okay.
makes me feel different kind of emotions. That's why I read. Or
Okay, okay.
not just reading, watching movies, listening to music, and all those kind of things.
You're enjoying your own company, maybe, whatever you
Uh,
are doing.
most of the time, most of the time, I do
You
like to
are
hang out with people. I
okay.
do like to hang out with people, but only with my friends. The one whom I know very well. That's it.
Okay. Okay, okay. So what is your future plan?
My future plan, actually, there is no future plan. That's what it is. No, honestly, I'm trying to pay my bills, working in a school, and I think it's gonna continue like that. I'm
Okay.
gonna enroll myself in B.Ed, do a degree in B.Ed, and try to become a language trainer or a teacher. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my goal.
Okay. You want to become a teacher. Oh, that's great.
I it is my circumstances that is leading me to become a teacher. But now that I'm into it, I'm enjoying the process. The process of teaching. It doesn't pay much, but when you get positive response from the students or their parents, it feels nice.
Okay. I mean, whatever you are doing, you are enjoying now. You are
Yes,
not
I'm
not.
enjoying it. Yes, yes, yes. It used to feel burden when I had started it. I didn't enjoy the process, but right now I think I have started working on myself along with some other stuff. Which you know, this is good thing about teaching. When you are teaching somebody, you are able to see the gap. I
Yes.
mean, I teach English and I'm interested in this language. So whenever I'm teaching, I'm always able to find the gaps which I need to fill. So when you are always making progress, that feels nice, right?
Okay. So do you teach in a school? So which class do you teach?
I teach from class 6 to 10.
Okay.
I
Okay.
teach literature, grammar, and I conduct spoken classes too, twice a week.
Okay. And like you are teaching at your home because I can see board.
No, no, that board is for me. This room is a very small one. You can see this one. It is a very narrow room. I don't teach here. I teach in a school. It's a private school, and
Okay.
it is a high school, and there I'm teaching. And
Okay.
this board is for me. I have written stuff which I need to do, but it is just. I don't even look at this anymore. It is just
I
there.
thought that you are teaching at your home, like a spoken English classes. Hmm.
I want to start, but I do want to work on my other stuff too. Not just like I don't want to spend all of my time teaching because at school it almost takes 6 to 7 hours. So
Yes.
rest of the
I
time I want to spend on myself. Because uh, where I'm working, there are more than 50 students in each class, so there is some other things to take care of too.
yeah,
So
I
I do
know
want
that.
to work on different
I
things.
know that if you are a teacher, so you have to do lot of stuff apart
Yes,
from
yes.
teaching. Yeah, even though
Hmm.
I'm already experienced, so I know that you have to do lot of work at the same time. Hmm.
Hmm.
So now here I want to ask you one thing. Nowadays, I mean career is a
Hmm.
big problem for every person. So how we can
Yes.
choose right career and which type of problem we are facing?
You are asking this question to a wrong person.
No, no, you are
I
not the
myself
wrong
is
person.
I myself is I have always been confused about my career ever since I was in class 10th. As a child, I wanted to become a cricketer, and I was
Okay.
naive that I thought that I could become a cricketer because I didn't know how difficult it is to become a sports person. Back then, I didn't know. And that was the reason I hated my mom because she was thinking rationally and she made me study. So she made me stop playing cricket, and I hated her for this fact. I literally hated her. I stopped talking to her for almost a year. Then, when I was in class 11th, I realized that, Roshan, but the
What
world
I
is not very simple. You just cannot play cricket all the time. You have to think about your bills. You have to take care of your family, right? All this kind of responsibility was bothering me. And
okay.
I've always been confused, always. And I cannot answer you exactly what you need to do, but I think whatever you are doing, you need to enjoy that. I
Yeah.
told you earlier that I was talking about that how I didn't enjoy my process of being a teacher, right? But later on, I realized that this cannot continue. I started finding reasons to love my work, and I found it. So at the moment, it's going fine. And hopefully, I'll be working on myself, bring creativity to my teaching and lucidity. That's the important thing. It doesn't matter how much things you know, it's about how much you are able to give to your students. That's what
Yes.
I'm working on at the moment.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So your question was about giving suggestion. I would say find something which you are interested in. Even if you're not interested, find reasons to like it. Otherwise, it's gonna be hell. You
Yeah.
won't be able to go through that day.
Try to do something. Don't sit idle. If you will sit idle, so definitely that person will think a lot. It's better than try
Hmm.
to indulge
Yeah.
yourself. There is a famous quote, empty mind is a devil workshop. So
Yes.
if there
Yes,
is
it
a
is.
person, yeah, even I
Mhm.
have 2 year, no, 2 year ago, I was that kind of person, but I said, no, beta, you have to indulge something. Don't waste your
Yes,
life.
I I have been in that situation too. I still feel sometimes very bad about my situation, but I think I'm working on it. I talk to people, I talk to myself, write things, and it clears my mind.
Yeah, definitely. If you are like a continue this journey, so definitely you can learn a lot of things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely you can.
And now I can see you have great knowledge regarding this language. So if you want, you can start your like spoken classes, something online classes. Nowadays, a lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah,
they are
I'm
applying.
working on it. Thank you for the compliment by the way. Uh, I'm working on it. I want to build a kind of a studio, not an expensive one. I'm earning a good amount at the moment, but I do want to spend it in a good way to get a board or proper lighting setup and maybe hopefully a good camera. Then I should start. I'm working on it. I'm writing some things, working on my content and especially the thing you talked about regarding spoken English. I'm working on it. I have started writing my course already, but it will
Because
take
I
time.
can see, sorry for interrupting you, because I can
Yeah,
see
sure.
you. You have that kind of a stuff. You will definitely become a spoken English trainer. Yeah, I can
Hmm.
observe. Yeah, you have
Thank
got
you. Thank you.
quality. Yeah, you can start. Definitely, you will become like a good response with learners or with your students. Nowadays, a lot of
Mhm.
people they have already started. They are
Yeah,
like a
this was one of the reason I started, started talking to people here. because I have always been a camera conscious person. Whenever I was speaking in front of a camera, I froze. But I think with the time I have improved, and maybe hopefully in future I'm going to improve more. So I'm
Of
working
course,
on it.
of course, definitely. If you are working, so definitely you will improve a lot. Yeah,
Mm.
definitely. Okay, so in future you will start your classes, spoken classes.
Yeah, hopefully I'll start.
Yeah, maybe next month if you want, so you can start October.
Not next month, not October. Hopefully next year. I think I told you that I want to. Uh, I told you about. I'm not a perfectionist. I used to be that way. That everything should be perfect. But at
No
least
one
I
is
want to make.
perfect. No one is
No.
perfect.
Yes, no one is perfect, right? But I want to make good enough content that people should at least watch. I don't want to waste people's time. you
Okay.
know Nobody is going to watch you if your voice is not clear enough, if your video quality is not good enough. You get my point? Because there are so many people out there,
Yes,
they
yes,
are
yeah.
making content. So why to waste my time? I told you I'm already writing some things, and at the same time I'm working here, so the work is in progress. As soon as I get my few equipments, I think
Okay.
I'll be able to make my content in a manner which I want to see.
Okay.
You get
I
my
can
point, right?
see, I mean, see planning. You are still planning, like how I can
uh,
deliver my ideas, thought, videos,
yes, yes,
everything.
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is work in
Planning.
progress. It's not that I'm thinking that once I get a perfect camera or a perfect light, it's not about that. I want to make my content good enough, right? I don't want to waste anybody's time. I talked about I talked about lucidity. I mean, how you are able to convey the message you want to. I want to work on that.
That's good. You don't want to waste audience time, I mean viewers time.
Yes,
And
yes.
yes, and nowadays a lot of people they are just uploading same kind of content. So maybe
Hmm.
if we are uploading the same kind of video, so people, I mean viewers will feel monotonous. Why they want to
Yes,
watch?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I talked about creativity. I think being a teacher, you like being in any profession, you need to bring some kind of creativity in your work. And I think I feel I'm not a very creative person, but I think with practice you can become creative too. Let's see if it happens or not.
No,
Right,
nowadays
Lily?
you are reading book. Nowadays you are reading books. So of course, in your mind, you can see some changes regarding creativity.
Yeah, definitely it helps. Reading fiction helps you, the way you view the world, the way you think, and it definitely makes you a better person. I used to be a very rude person, I think, and I have seen changes in myself in past 4 years. My mom can't believe that how much I have changed. I'm not bragging actually. Well, sometimes whenever my sister is married now, she's not. She's married, but I used to treat her very badly when I was a kid, 16, 17, or even younger than that. But whenever she is home now, she can't believe the person I am right now. So, of course, reading helps. And you change with the time. A person changes, right?
What was the reason earlier days you were so stubborn? Like during
Of course,
school?
I was. During
Okay.
school, not with my friends, not with my teachers, but with my parents, I was intolerable. And my neighbors didn't like me either.
Okay. But now they can manage you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Have changed
They
yourself.
like me now. Hmm.
If we have to describe your personality within like a 4 to 5 words, so how would you describe?
4 to 5 words. I would say I'm a very pessimistic person. I like, I always say things in a negative manner. So this is my personality in a nutshell. I have been working on it. I'm not a very positive person, but I think, yeah, I always think about, the negative stuff, whatever I'm doing. I don't know. I have tried to work on it and still working. Hopefully I will start improving in that manner too. Let's see
Mhm.
if it happens or not. So this is my personality in
Okay.
nutshell.
You don't have 5 words, only 2 words.
Two words. So do you want to say more? Uh,
Yeah, at
I
least five.
can at least five. Okay. Describing oneself is very difficult, especially using adjectives on yourself. I would say I like to play cricket, if it makes sense. I'm into sports.
Okay.
So People think that I'm not very active, but I am. I can run quick, I can lift, and I'm tolerable. If I'm hanging out with people, I can adapt to. I don't please people, but I think whenever I'm being myself, at least people find me tolerable. So this is how I
Okay.
describe myself: tolerable,
Hmm.
pessimistic, athlete. I'll call myself an athlete here.
Athletes are not like that. Like they are not so much negative and all. Yeah. But you have
You should
changed
check
a
out.
lot. Maybe. You have changed a lot yourself. I can
Hmm.
see. Yeah, I
You know,
hope
you should
like
check out my you should check out my short videos. You can see how many push-up I can do. Sorry.
definitely I will watch. I will comment definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, you have changed a lot. Maybe whenever we will connect in future, so maybe I will see some other changes.
Yeah.
You.
Hopefully we will connect, Ruby.
I have some other question, but yeah, time is running out.
All right. If you want, you can ask. I'm free.
You are free.
We
Okay.
have how much time do we have? How much time do we have?
I have time like 10 minutes I have. After that I have
10
some
minutes.
work.
So I should make it clear, whoever is watching this video, Ruby is our host. So I'm letting Ruby ask whatever she wants to, right? If you want to check our conversation on my channel, you can check where I have asked Ruby some questions. So don't think that I'm an annoying person. I'm letting Ruby ask me questions. Okay.
Yeah, I want to ask you about this language. Okay. You
Yeah,
want to
go on,
start
ask.
your channel, I mean, you want to start teaching as a spoken English. So if any
Hmm.
person they want to start learning this language, so how this would start?
I have a very simple suggestion to anybody. I mean, my friends, they always approach me, Roshan, how you are able to speak, right? You are from a village, you haven't gone to college, but you are still able to speak. So I always tell them that surrounding yourself with the language you are learning is very important. Just surround yourself. There are only four components in any languages you will pick: listening, speaking, writing, and reading. These are the four languages. If you surround yourself, you don't need anybody to help you learn any language. I mean, we have internet, right? Whenever you need somebody, you can take help of chat gpt or google or youtube. There are tons of videos. So I would say surround yourself, pick any kind of drills from each of things, write something, listen something, speak something. If you want to speak a language, there is no other option apart from speaking,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And reading can help you a lot. I mean, for me, what has worked for me is reading. I think engaging in stories and listening to podcasts has also helped me, but I believe reading has helped me more than anything. Whenever we are reading, there is a monologue going in our head. We get to learn so many words: passive vocabulary, active vocabulary, right? So our mind is able to understand whenever somebody is speaking, you are able to comprehend it and use those vocabulary you have gathered, even though you are not using it regularly, but still in your mind the monologue is there, right? So
Mm-hmm.
in simple words, surround yourself with the language.
Environment. I mean, we should try to create environment.
Yes. Environment, yes, their
Now,
surrounding.
nowadays,
Definitely.
nowadays we have a lot of, I mean to say, ways. But problem is that most of the time we are just we have a lot of excuses how we can find
Mhm.
the ways where we can
Yes.
learn. Okay. And second
Yeah.
question is that when did you start your learning journey?
I think I have answered it so many times. Whenever somebody asks me, I always tell that it was never a conscious decision, right? That today I'm going to learn noun or today I'm learning pronoun. It was never
Hmm.
like that.
Okay.
Sorry, I told you earlier that I was interested in stories. So when
Hmm.
I ran out of Hindi stories, I moved to English
Hmm.
language, you know, and I don't know, naturally, or like I was in a Hindi medium school, but I was able to comprehend English language. And
Okay.
I used to watch movies a lot, Hindi, English, whatever language came in front of me. So it was never a conscious decision. Without even noticing, I had surrounded myself with that artificial environment which I had created for myself. Listening, YouTube, or watching movies, or reading books. This is how I eventually learned this language. And now I think at this moment, at present, in 2023 and 2024, I have been
20,
making conscious, yeah, both
20.
years, 23 and 24. I have made some conscious decision, especially in context of grammar. I've worked to improve my grammar, but before that, I never worked on it. When I was in class 11th, I met some of my friends who were able to speak English, and with them, I practiced a lot. Every day we chat, we talked on random topics about the movies we were watching or the anime we were watching. So this is how I was able to, speak.
And one question like grammar. You have mentioned that grammar. So what do you think? We should focus on grammar or not while speaking, especially for spoken English?
I think in the beginning, you don't need to care about grammar. Just be comfortable in the language. Don't care whether you are making mistakes. But once you are able to get comfortable in the language, you should work on it, because grammar helps you a lot with your accuracy. What you are
Yes.
saying, it will make more sense. Just imagine my name is Roshan and I say she is from Bihar. So my pronoun is,
Yeah.
messed up now. So you do need to work on your grammar, but it is not very important, but it is important in sense that you get comfortable and start working on it.
Yeah. It is important. Yeah. Basic knowledge is important.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely it is important.
For spoken English.
you, you don't need to learn everything in grammar. Just learn tenses, parts of speech, and some
Modern.
you must, yeah, everything comes under it. So you just
Yeah.
need to be able to construct sentences, meaningful sentences. That's all you need to do.
Yeah. So I have this much of questions. Yeah.
Thank you for asking all these questions, and hopefully we will do it in future too. Take care,
Yeah,
Ruby.
definitely. Yeah. Bye bye and take care. Yeah.